Hey everybody, it's Lance here. I'm trying to do this live again, and bear with me. I'm trying to do a Fiona style flower dip, and I'm doing this in collaboration with Julie E. She did a beautiful pearl pour dip, and I did my last video, which was she was the inspiration for that video, and it was my pearl pour reverse dip. So we also talked about it and decided it would be kind of fun to try to do a Fiona style flower dip and do it with the pearl cell mix and see what kind of results each of us got. And we were going to try and do it in a little bit of a different way. And I know Julie has something different in mind. I think she's doing hers as like a dip from the plastic, and I'm going to do mine kind of more Fiona style, although I'm sure this is not going to be anything like Fiona. With the napkin, I have my wet napkin here. I'm going to try to do it even over kind of like the glass bottom votive that I have and see what we get. I feel like I should be opening this segment with hello from Slovenia, but I'm not from Slovenia. I'm from North Carolina. So hello from North Carolina. And I guess we're going to try to get started. I'm going to see if I can do this. Bear with me. Keep your fingers crossed. So anyway, I guess I'm going to put down my base coat of my pearl cell mixture and see kind of what I can do here as best I know. What I want to try to do is just coat the canvas with the pearl cell mixture, because what's different about this is I am putting pearl cell mixture down, which would be different than Fiona. And this was the thing that Julie and I talked about, just to see kind of what effects we get, since when I pulled it up from the saran wrap, you get such cool and interesting effects. We'll see if we can get something similar from this napkin when I pull it up. I'm gonna coat that, but I don't want to get rid of all my paint, so I need some of that for the flower dip. I have new pylons, and I guess they're gonna get paint on them. But I do have new pylons. Supposed to put my canvas down on, so I'm gonna try to coat all that. And I actually could be smart and try to run some of that back into the cup even. Okay. Well, messy, but hey. Okay. My paper towel's handy. Oh. I hope everybody's doing well. I just got over some food poisoning that I had over the Easter weekend, and I hope everybody had a better Easter weekend than that. Julie, I think I really took inspiration from you. I know you were just getting over something like that as well, and man, I really took inspiration to the next level. It is never fun to have food poisoning. Let's see if I can find my lighter. Pop some of the bubbles. Do the little Fiona trick. So I know where to put down my glass votive. Now, to layer the colors. And like I said, this could be an epic fail, folks, so just bear with me. Hopefully it won't be, but you never know. My first layer of blue. Now I may try to thin out these paints even more. These are the paints from my other pearl pour, and some of them might have been needing a little bit more water added to them. I did check it a minute ago, but then I've been trying to get other things together, so they may have set up a little bit more than I wanted. So make sure that they're And I've never used this particular votive, but I thought it might be kind of cool to use for a flower dip sometime down the line. Now, I'm doing this as a collaboration with Acrylic Painting with Julie E. And so Julie is also doing a Fiona style flower dip using the pearl cell base and pearl cell paints to kind of see. I think she's doing it more from like dipping from the plastic face down and dipping and pulling it straight up. So be sure and check her video out. Acrylic Painting with Julie E was at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please check her video out. I know it's amazing. It'll be very interesting to see between the two of us what kind of results we get. Now, my only fear about this is that in doing this napkin technique, I don't know if it's going to, because it's pearl cell, I don't know if it's going to just distort it so much that it's not really even going to look anything like a flower. That would be the mystery. Or that I get pearl cells and then, you know, the flower part of it really isn't recognizable anymore. But you know, this is why we're doing this, just to see kind of what we get. It looks really cool though. I cannot really tell, especially where the Venetian blue is, that it is very celly. It's reacting, like I can see it now going very cloudy. And I'm shifting, so my little things must be a little bit off. So I need to shift some of that back. But I think what I'm gonna do now anyway is take this up and twist it. And give myself another couple of colors. Okay. All right. It's kind of a pretty image already. Really is. I just don't know how this is going to be for my couple of bubbles in there. I guess fingers crossed, folks, that it looks like anything. It's attractive looking now, but who knows how this could end up. Okay. So already I can tell I needed it farther up than it was. That's okay. That's okay. We're not gonna stress out over it. Trying to make sure there's no air pockets. This is how I rush, and all of a sudden then this did terrible. Okay, it's not perfect, but you know what? I am getting some similar effects, which is very cool. I think the cool part about this is it's going to be, because I didn't do it on black, it's going to be a little bit more not as contrasted, and B, because it's done with both pearl paint on the background and then pearl paint mixed in between the layers, it is going to be softer naturally. But I don't hate it. Like, I think it's not bad. Not a bad technique to explore, truly. Let me try to pull some of these lines a little. It's kind of pretty. It kind of makes almost like a ghostly looking flower. It's very soft. And this whole center portion here is kind of cool. That looks almost like a hibiscus through there. But I love how you see all of the, you can see all of the Venetian blue where they're starting to develop pearl cells. I just hope that they don't overtake it completely and so that you lose all semblance of a flower. But for a first attempt, it's not bad. And for never using that glass votive that I just used to pour anything over. I actually kind of like it. This is all interesting. That's what's happening in here. I'm getting some cells of the other colors through there. But yeah, I think all in all, I want to shift it a little bit so that the center is more centered. I think all in all, not bad for first time. And really, this is the first time I've ever done a flower dip, period. So hopefully I didn't make Fiona cringe too much. And it's fun to play around with different mediums and different techniques and fluid consistencies just to kind of get an idea of how they work. And think I'm going to make sure this has got a little bit of a raise here for a second, so it doesn't try to go scooching off. But anyways, so there you have it. I think, you know, not bad. I think it's something I would explore and do again. It's very interesting. And I'm really loving the kind of cells I'm getting through there. That's so cool. There's some cool looking cell formations that are happening, and I'll take you down in just a second when I can wipe my hands off here and have you look at it a little bit closer. But yeah, all in all, I really, really like it. See through there, you're getting all those pearl cells. That pearl hot pink color is in there. Interesting shapes through there with the pearl cells. And grant you, it's not as symmetrical as a Fiona flower for sure, but hey, it's my very first one, and I think with this type of pearl cell mixture, you know, it may be a little bit harder sometimes to get to predict what the pearl cells will make happen and how the shapes will hold. This right side there got a little wonky over here, but I kind of like it. Especially if you look at it from this angle, it looks kind of cool. Although, as you can see, it is growing, so this might be another Chernobyl for all I know. We could have some misshapen, deformed things happening later. But for right now, I think it looks pretty cool. Definitely different. So yeah, so Julie, this has been a fun experiment and a fun collaboration. I can't wait to see what you've done and what you do with your dip and how you do it. And this is great. So I look forward to today. And there you go. There is a Fiona style pearl cell flower dip.